Hello everyone, welcome to the All-American Otaku Show. We got some exciting news for this episode that something's new. We have a new music segment for Gabril Mike, and on February 21st I turned 45. Yeah, I know, I'm an old man there. I've experienced a lot of things and we have talked about a lot of things. Everything from religion, slice of life, to kaiju monsters, and this one is a very special episode. Something that all of us could experience someday, and some of us will wish they would be able to experience in some form or another. This episode is about romance. Romance in anime is very common, but very sparse as well. For example, one of the things that are known for romance in anime are sometimes the action scene. There's a female or male. They have tension. They have possibly will they or won't they. A whole love interest things. There's even in anime that there is no romance style story. There is romance in there. Case in point, the anime fairy tale. There's romance between Jala and Urza, even though it's never stated that they will get together or they won't get together. Will or won't they get together? Lucy and Natsu. We don't know if they're going to get together or not. Even though the anime itself, the main story is about magic and a world full of magic and friendship. Not to say there's not anime that's specific on romance, like Fruit Baskets. An anime that this girl living in the woods after her mom died, they don't want to burden her grandfather who has to get the house ready for relatives to show up, meets this guy, and there's always this love tension to each other. But that is still not a romance anime. There's even romance in animes that are not romance. Here's another example: Sailor Moon, Tuxedo Mask, and Serena or Sailor Moon. But romance anime is Snow White and Red Hair, Ancient Magus Bride, about this girl who's about to commit suicide and wanted her life to be forfeit because she sees things, she sees the magic world. So this mysterious man with a skeleton head decides to meet buyer for a bride and for an assistant. Soon, it seems like, okay, how are they going to get together? And then there's subtle romance all through. More modern one is an anime I've been watching called Tamako-chan is a Girl, about a tomboy. And if you in your country or here don't know what a tomboy is, it's a girl that acts very masculine, that doesn't really into girly things. She tells her best friend at the very first episode that she is in love with him. He takes it as, oh, I love you too, man, and treats her like she's a guy. But soon he starts to realize more and more that she's a girl, and she wants to try to become more girl-like, so he will actually recognize her as a girl, and maybe they will start dating and become girlfriend and boyfriend. Another example of anime and romance is Restaurant in Another, not Restaurant in Another World, it's Bread and Breakfast, Mystical Bread and Breakfast. This guy, who's a demon, falls in love with this one girl and says, okay, I want her to marry me if you would settle your debts to her grandfather. They agree. At first she doesn't like him and tries to open up a restaurant and breakfast to get out of the contract. But soon they find interlocking romance and start having feelings for each other. Now I'm going to talk about my personal favorite romance anime called Ramno 1/2. It's about this martial artist guy and his father go to China. They each fall in different lakes. One falls in a lake of drowned girl, so every time he splashes with cold water, he turns into a girl. While his father splashes into a lake that turns him into a panda, or and the lake was called the Lake of Drowned Panda. And soon he finds out he's thought to be married to one of the daughters of his close friend, his father's close friend, named and it ends up going with Akane. First, it's like they act like they don't like each other, and soon more romance blossom up and more suitors, as well as other people start getting involved. This is a prime example of a major romance anime. I highly recommend to seeing it, and an awesome subject. Now, here's manga review of About Romance with Mr. Pat.
Manga, which is fitting for Valentine's Day. And I chose one called Skip a Beat. It's a rom com. It centers on a teenage girl named Kyoko, who was friends with her childhood friend. Well, kind of more tries to be romantic with them, and in the process, show proclaims her nothing more than a maid, which kind of pisses her off. So, hearing that, she proclaimed that she'd become a bigger star than he could ever be. And in the process of doing that, she felt her heart kind of crushed. So, when she gets more into acting, she meets a cranky actor named Ren that deciding slow will develop a romance, developing because they had a turbulent past that the Ren knows more than he seems, and she doesn't know about it. So you'll need to read the manga to find more what may happen with the story. This is Mr. Pat.
This is Michael Snyder on the phone with Anna Bear. He calls me Gabril, Gabril Mike. Some people call me Jehovah of Armies. But this is our first video about AMVs. We would actually like for you to send comments and requests for AMVs, and we will play them for you. This one here is titled Izuku AMV Impossible. Let's try to get a better view of the computer screen here. There we go. Turn it sideways, and now they've got me live on the phone with Anna Bear, listening to Impossible on the laptop that my only biological brother Thomas, Sekujin Sama, sent me. Sekujin Sama means Superman in Japanese. Well, I guess so. I love you, bro. God bless, Anna Bear. Thank you. Smooth the flurbles for me. So we'll let the AMVs play for a little while. And next video, we'll be playing your requests.
someone told me I should take caution when it comes to love. I did. Tell them all I know now. Shout it from the rooftops, write it on the skyline. Only it's good. Tell them I was happy now. All this broken, all my stars are open. Tell them all I got impossible, I remember years ago, someone told me I should take caution when it comes to love. I did. Oh yeah, I don't need no liquor, and I don't need no drugs. Feel like I am gifted to really get that buzz. Cause I just like the music, so that is what I want. Let me feel for life, cause that's what I'm on like. It's going down, even though I'm sober. Energy is crazy, I am taking over. I'm really back for chilling on the sofa. Cause I am a monster, I can't taking over. Really doesn't. I told the truth, think you would have slow like Mama, I'm a monster. Yeah, I am the Lord, it's not a conquer. So I don't care what you say, you know I run this. So I've been back in my time, I'm really up this. Understand what elevated and I do it, never really gotta make it like I don't care what they be really saying. So I'm coming through, I'm a monster, I'm a genius, and I'm working so hard. So I don't care what they see, I'm like, to the top, you should know. Yeah, I ain't gonna give up, but oh no. This time I'm a monster, and you know. Yeah, I came to shoot it, so here we go.